We are in Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, Indiana. This cemetery is exquisite, has lots of wonderfully beautiful, exquisite tombstones that we're going to check out. This place has 225,000 people buried here. Oh yes, by the way, Lithuanian. For those of you who watched my last video, you'll know why I say that, because I can pronounce it. Just had a trouble, but let's go look at some exquisite tombstones, shall we? We are walking up to the first burial here at Crown Hill. Yes, there had to have been a person to start this cemetery. So we are in section 4 of the cemetery, and it's right here, right in the deep middle of the graveyard or cemetery. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lucy Ann Seaton. Died in 1830, and she is the first grave in this massive cemetery. This is where it all started. Lucy Ann Seaton, 1830. This is the first grave. Well, now, would you look at this? Look at this statue. Gravesite here of the Bain family. It starts off where you got this paved staircase here, and you've got this, you're met with this really giant statue. It's almost like she's guarding the place. And then it's kind of got some places to sit, and actually it's a nice view if you want to have a seat. It's really at the top of the hill. This is actually what we're about ready to walk into, is the top of Crown Hill. This is, I call this Millionaire's Hill, because these are all millionaires, rich people that just wanted to be at the top of this cemetery. And then you got the stairway here going up to a very grand mausoleum there. William F. and Elizabeth A. Bain and family. We wish to recognize and acknowledge our families, relatives, employees, and associates. So I'm not sure what business they were in, but they wanted to make this as a tribute to their employees, families, and friends. This is beautiful, and this is where the Bains are in. There's no dates or anything on the doors or anything, but it's a very beautiful mausoleum. And when you're driving up to the hill, as you see this youngster sitting here, so when you're driving up the hill you look up and you catch your eye on this amazing monument here. Huge statue. It looks like Mother Mary holding Jesus. This is Ned Paul. He was a husband, father, and physician. Died in 2023. Ned was also a veteran in the U.S. Navy. He died in 2023. I was here back in 2021, and he wasn't here yet, so unfortunately he did pass away in 2023. But he was as you could see, wife, mother. She died in 2014. But a beautiful statue. This is exciting. We are at the very top of Crown Hill Cemetery. And look at over there. You could see the downtown area way in the distance. It's not that far in the distance of downtown Indianapolis. And the guy that's at the very top, if you walk up these stairs, hello, excuse my shadow, is this gentleman here at the very top of Crown Hill. Is James Whitcomb Riley. He was a poet. He was buried here in 1917. He He wrote poetry about life in the heartland. He is the best remembered today by his poems that appeal to children. Little Orphan Annie and Raggedy Man is loved by local children. After his death, children began donating coins to help pay for his memorial, and leaving a coin on this monument continues today. Leaving money is collected and donated to Mr. Riley's legacy. Riley Hospital for Children here in Indianapolis. And as you can see, they have a little statue of a child reading one of his poems, and it's got like some flowers there. Grave. James Riley, he was born in 1849 and he died in 1916. As you can see, people are leaving coins on his grave. He's got a beautiful Greek style column grave, and as you can see, he is right at the top of, I call it Fortune Hill, because that gentleman there is crypt there. That's what it's all about, guys. It's about living a life that impacts people. Even if you have a small impact, it's still an impact. And I'm gonna leave all the change I've had in my truck, which is about 75, 85 cents. That's all the change I have, and I'm gonna leave some there. Like I said, they collect this and it goes to a fund for a good purpose. So, all right, let's see some more. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've seen its match in mausoleums. This is absolutely breathtaking of a mausoleum crypt. There's the name, Fortiter. It's got an amazing lion in front of the mausoleum. Look at this sculpture. That is just art. But look at this castle. It's a castle. McAllister. They even got a drawbridge. That is just wicked. They have a drawbridge. That is probably the best mausoleum I've seen. That's incredible. Let's take another look inside the window here. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's probably just crypts. But yeah. One more look at that lion. It's a very realistic looking lion. It's a beautiful statue. Now we're gonna go, I saw this plaque and I thought it would be interesting to go visit Benjamin Harrison. He was the 23rd president of the United States from 1889 to 1893. It could be an 8 because it could be broke off, but it looks like a 3. It could, like I said, it could be broke off. It could be 98. We'll have to see. According to the plaque, this is Benjamin Harrison. He was the 23rd president of the United States, and that's where he lies. So this is the 23rd president of the United States of America. People are putting a bunch of coins. There's a big headstone. Benjamin Harrison, born in 1833, died in 1901. A lawyer, he was in a war. Yeah. You can see all of his accomplishments, and then he was president from 1889 to 1898. Very nice. And his wife here is also buried here, Caroline Scott Harrison. She's the daughters of the American Revolution. Very cool. I'm going to end the video here. If you are one of the few people that actually watch all the way through, about 33% of the people watch my whole videos. And I'm going to start putting something special at the end of each video so more people will watch till the end. Okay, here's something really neat that you probably didn't realize in Crown Hill. Right there, where you see those two pine trees, that was an entrance. That was the first entrance into Crown Hill. 1901 it was erected. And those two pine trees that you see right there, they're named after a couple of women that lived not too far away from here that would always walk through that entrance and walk through the cemetery. And here is a rock that explains it. So let's look at this. As you can see, that was the first entrance in 1901 at 32nd Street and Northwestern Avenue. Was a Bedford limestone archway designed by Hubert Fultz. The entrance was closed and raised shortly after off the, because when the off-ramps of I-65 were completed in 1965, they got rid of that entrance and made the new one that you saw at the beginning of the video. The Sumner twins, Mary and Mildred, lived on Congress Avenue, a block and a half from the west entrance of Crown Hill in the 1920s. The girls frequently walked hand in hand with their father through the entrance into and visited into Crown Hill. They visited often and enjoyed the natural landscape, especially the beauty of the trees. The gift of the trees, the two blue spruces, one for Mary and one for Mildred, at the west entrance once stood, was made possible by Mildred Summer, George McDonald, and the memory of her sister Mary, who was always by her side. This was put up in the spring of 2005, this plaque. But those two trees are named after Mildred and Mary. That's interesting, huh? Thank you for watching Cemetery Oddities. And hopefully, I will see you at the next amazing tombstone.